So we're a year from graduating a lot of our NBAWES students, and where are they now? I mean, it's easy to say that while they were in our class and while they were being supported, that they were, successful learners. So a year later, where some of our learners are at, one has just finished or is finishing his first year as a university student, full-time university student, while managing at the same time being a full-time employee. And he comes in quite often to thank us, and he says, your program helped me to grow up. And he's, I would guess, in his late 30s. So he says, I'm no longer a kid. I finally grew up. And he said, look at me with my iPhone, Mr. Technology guy, working full-time and going to school full-time and finally finding my place in the world. We have other students who are just finishing their first year in a trades course at the New Brunswick Community College on their way to become certified tradesmen. We have others who have written tests to become RCMP, to go towards long-term careers. We have others who decided that they wanted to upgrade their math skills, and one is working towards getting into, he wants to be an electrical engineer, and he realizes that although he had a high school diploma, his literacy and numeracy was still low. The system failed him. So he's going back to correct it himself in his mid-30s to enhance his skill level so that he could get to the dream that he actually wanted to attain. We have students who finished and wrote their GEDs on their own time when they completed, and some have gotten their licenses, driver's licenses, for the first time at the age of 30 years old, never thinking they needed it, then realizing that it was just something that you had to have. Other students who have just gone back into the community to find ways where they can volunteer or become more active members within their families or their communities. It just increased their level of engagement. And there's one learner that she made a comment that always stood out in my mind when she was asked, has it changed your life? And she said, well, it got me off the couch. And she said, I remember before I couldn't really care less if my kids were doing their homework. It's shifted now to change the climate in our household, where I'm doing homework now with my own children, and I realize the importance of encouraging homework and encouraging them to read and to become an active parent in my child's education. So just for those types of realizations, I think that they were huge steps in transforming the paths of some of our learners and participants.